Hi guys, PJ here. Today we're working on an Audi A3, removing the double DIN factory fitted radio and replacing it with a Pioneer app radio. Now also a double DIN size radio. To fit that radio into this car you're going to need a few bits and bobs, namely a fascia surround. There we go. This one's made by Sounds on Top, Connects 2, that's the company that makes it. There's a little website look for you. And you've got a CT24 AU15, which is basically a big plastic frame for you to fill the gap up with. And you've also got a wiring harness adapter. There we go, complete with aerial adapter, CT20 AU04. And that is a quad lock to ISO converter with an aerial connector and also a fly off for the power which comes from the fuse box, which I'll show you later on. Now to remove the radio from this car, you're going to need 4 release keys of this style, the Euro variety. Okay, now you click them in that way. So in other words, the slanty bit towards the middle of the radio, yeah? And they will slide under like a metal thing and sort of click so that they've got a lock, yeah? You'll feel pressure against them when you push them that way, yeah? So shove them in, make sure they're in the right place. They can be a bit fiddly, these can. Put all 4 in, same with that, slant to the middle of the radio, yeah, there we go, last one. Now, you can sort of spread your hand over it and pull, but there is a far easier way because you've got to spread all 4 of these, yeah. Just put a bar down or a big screwdriver down between the 2, yeah, and pull them apart, each side at the same time and pull forwards. And so with that done, with both sides pushed away from each other using the little bars, put your finger around the edge, you'll feel a spring clip. Push it in and you'll be able to remove your release keys like so. They're like locked in, so you've got to push the little spring clip in to get them out, sort of thing. Get all 4. There we go. Right, now watch the top of your gear lever, because a lot of these have got like a leather top gear lever and they're very easy to damage. All you've got to do is pop a little bag over the top of the gear lever, like so. So it's just literally got a poly bag over it, yeah? The other thing you want to do, these areas here are very soft, so if you're going to rest anything on it you could scuff them. Put a bit of a foam pad. If you haven't got foam, just get some cardboard and put it there. You know, it's nothing worse than a scratched up dashboard, so pop that there. Right, your radio, just grab it, give it a bit of a wiggle, they do stick. There we go, pull it forwards and carefully drop it down here. Now if you're worried about this and you don't think you can balance it, again, a bit of cardboard or tape across the top of the heat to stop it scratching it, yeah? On the back there, you've got your quad lock connector and your FACRA aerial. Now this being a 2010 model car, we are going to have to address the power problem, which I'll go into detail shortly. To remove these, there's a squeezy tab on the bottom. You just pinch it and then you pull the lever up and remove, yeah? The aerial itself, similar setup, it's got a little squeeze thing on the bottom of it, which I'm going to need 2 hands to do. You squeeze that up and then pull. And with that done and the radio put out the way and put safely out the way, I mean keep it safe, you never know if you're going to reuse it if you sell the car ever and want to put it back in again. You're left with your quad lock adapter, like I was saying there, with its hinge set up, and your aerial connector, and now we can see the little squeezy tab on the bottom of it, look. Nice big gaping hole. At this point you're going to want your fascia trim and start running all your cables. So basically get hold of your adapter that came in your kit you've bought and just simply line it up, click, that's it, done. Now you've only got 1 power cable coming out of here, the yellow one, yeah? You're going to need a red power cable as well going to the radio, which goes to the fuse box on the, depending if your car is left or right hand drive, this one being right hand drive, the fuse box on the right hand side end panel of the dash, and you're going to need to find an ignition switched live, which again I'll show you when I'm actually doing that. Now you've also got an aerial, there you go, filter there, which is powered, which is wired straight in. Look, just get your little FACRA connector, line it up. You can only put it in one way, there's a tab on it, click, yeah? There we go, locked in, done. So that's your wiring kit put in. Next thing you're going to want to do This particular radio being a DA120, which means it's got like fly-offs for USBs, it's got HDMI's, it's got microphone, it's got everything to run. So I'm just going to run all the auxiliary cables. There'll be one tucking round here to the glove box for the USB input, and then there'll be a microphone sitting up top. So I'm going to do that one now and get that out of the way. Moving back round to the radio aperture, yeah, there's your power cable I've just shown you in the fuse box that's running off that top red 10 amp fuse there with the fuse spur. Get your fascia, your plastic fascia, make sure the wide section is at the top, yeah, because it goes out. Thread all your cables through. I mean, you probably won't have as many cables as this, because like I say, this is a full-on app radio. It's got GPS signal and 2 lots of USBs and all sorts on it.